My name is Beston. I live in Cape Town. Also, I do delivery. Interbet helped me to realize my dreams. Now I have my own delivery vehicle and I'm able to do the removal in and around Cape Town.
Let's go on to race number 5, the first of our features, the Lonsdale Stirrup Cup, a listed race over 2,400 meters. And before we touch on the field and possibly the form of the horses that could feature, let's go into our package.
Yeah, it was a spectacular win last time out with a change of tactics and going the 2-4. We tested him over it and he handled it obviously really well. Trying the trip again. Yeah, going up against probably tougher opposition. We'll see where we stand with him. Obviously, Mr. B's got him in fine nick coming into this race, so he's an honest horse, and hopefully he can run another honest race, and hopefully he can be there.
Yeah, he ran a very good race at his last start. By Tristan's own admission, he did make a tactical error going into the first turn, and he went onto the fence. So turning in, he came up the inner with the track bias at Scottsville, always on the outer. Probably was a little bit compromised because of that. He stays very well, he's very fit, he's in a good space in himself, and he's better treated at the weights, being a straight handicap. But certainly the two horses that finished in front of him at his last start are not the only horses to be concerned about, but I think he's set to run to his best, and I expect him to be right there.
Well, that's a lot of positives about number 10, Down to Business, and I hear Peter Muscat is his surname, about the weight turnaround against Cape Eagle, etc. And he seems to be a horse that's taken a bit of time to settle down in South Africa from north of the Limpopo, but his last start, the signs were there. So I respect number 10, Down to Business. You heard it from the Andre Nel Stable. Nice to have Callum Dixon in town, of course. If you don't know, he's Mark Dixon's son, and he is an assistant trainer down in Cape Town for Andre Nel and Platinum Racing. And yeah, I was actually thinking what was going on last time out when Cape Eagle won.
You and I both.
Yeah, what was happening? I mean, the horse was towards the back of the field, but you know, their plan, which was obviously by design, has paid off.
Plan come together.
But now, my question to you on this is simple. That was Hollywoodbets Scottsville.
Yes.
He's got a nice draw. Would they willing to do the same at a tighter track?
Yes.
With a shorter run in?
I think so.
Or will they just allow him to stride like he's run some of his better races at Hollywoodbets Greyville, racing up handy?
I think they'll give him a chance once again, Dees, to see out the distance again. When he's gone forward, he's gone over a lot shorter. I think the fact that it worked last time out, he settled nicely in the running and he quickened up towards the end, I think was encouraging. That was what they needed to see from him going forward, and I think they'll adopt similar tactics once again. I don't think he's going to be dropped out to last because he's got a good draw and he does have some early gate speed, but I think he'll be in midfield. As long as he's in a good rhythm and he's happy, I think he'll finish off his race quite strongly, and I truly do believe that he can win again.
Okay, we've touched on Cape Eagle, who deserves his airtime. In the same sentence, you have to talk about one-way traffic and, of course, Down to Business, who we've spoken about. They met each other last time out. Does one-way traffic get your vote for the Pick Six?
Yes.
Okay, he does. So far we've got 4 and 6, which are the obvious horses for the Pick Six. So I don't know what we're going to be doing here, Ryle, because we started off with on the number 7. Here there are 13 runners that go to post. So, you know, what are your numbers for the Pick Six? And maybe I can add to that or subtract.
4, 6.
4, 6, I'm in agreement.
9, 10.
9, I'm in agreement. 10, I have to be in agreement now. Wasn't my play, but I have to be in agreement now. So we got 4, 6, 9, 10.
And then if I'm looking
What about number 7 now? Now talk to me about number 7, Marauding Horde, because I'm going to take a stance here and say that it wasn't the distance that found him out, but it was more the company. And I'll tell you why, because you go and pull out that form line and you see the horses that finish in front of him. I think the top 3 were far higher in the ratings, than he was. So he was tried, he was tested, but if there was any doubt in Mike's mind that it was the distance, he wouldn't be running him here. That I can promise you. He would have opted to possibly go for the 2000, the Daily News, and test him again, against those horses. Because when you take out Greenwood Envy in that race, then, we're going to pick out 3 or 4 runners that could run second. So I'm saying, that he could have gone for that race, but he's rather opted for this race with 52 on the horse's back. So I'm going to give him my vote.
I think we can include him, but I think he's got more to do. I need to see more from this horse because he beat Jordan in an MR80 handicap.
Yes.
With 60 on his back, and I know he won well. And
that was a hat-trick run.
It was. Yeah. But I think he meets a lot tougher opposition here. This is experienced, hard-knocking horses, older horses as well, and he's carrying level weights with Down to Business, who met Cape Eagle and One Way Traffic last time out, and Peter Muscat's quite upbeat about his chances. So, and he's got 52. He's a 4-year-old that's won 5 times. So I'm hesitant about number 7, Marauding Note. I'm on the fence with him. We can include him in the pick 6.
Okay, I just have to include the horse because I have to respect Mike here, because I can promise you, if he had any doubt in his mind that the horse didn't say, he wouldn't have been here. 3.5 lengths to Purple Pitcher is good enough for me. So we got 4, 6, 7, 9, and 10. Now I'm going to give you a horse. Raise a Hallelujah. You picked out Master of Destiny in the previous race. We're hoping for a big result. I'm hoping that this is the result for us in the pick 6. You can go down to the Cape and you can see between himself and Aragosta, but 53.5 on his back with a horse that stays all day, a top jockey up, and I can't leave this horse out at a big price, at around 16 to 1.
His last run was encouraging. I like the manner in which he finished off his race at over 2,000 meters, and the distance will certainly suit him. And I mean, if we go to the run behind Aragosta, he should get closer at the weight. So I'm willing to throw him into the mix, especially given that he's at a nice price. And if he puts his best foot forward, well, then he'll be a major contender here.
So, anything else? Going once?
No,
going twice?
I'm happy with that.
Hammers down. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is the second leg of that carryover pick 6, and hopefully all systems are in place. We've survived the first 2 legs.
It's good fun. Days like these are great. You get the whole industry together. And to have, companies and corporations like Interbet and Cape Racing who are so generous with sort of time and energy into making a day like this possible is it's fantastic for everyone.